Good morning and good Shabbos. Welcome to my home. We are getting ready for Shabbat. I have my beautiful Trader Joe's flowers ready to go. I just put the challah. I'm hoping it's still there. I left it for a minute, and with my dogs, it's still there. I just put our Trader Joe's challah out. This video is not sponsored by Trader Joe's. I just went there. And got our Shabbat candles, and it is a very special Shabbat because my mom is here. She's visiting, and I thought it would be nice if you guys actually met her for the first time. So we're gonna try and do that in a few minutes. And she actually brought me, I'm looking for the box now, a box of Shabbat candle holders. They're these tinfoil pieces. I literally just put it away in my kitchen and now I can't find it. These tinfoil cups that you put underneath the Shabbat candles so that they don't melt into your candlesticks and ruin them. Here they are. So my mom lives in a big Jewish area and there's just a ton of this kind of stuff everywhere. It's so nice. So look. So that's what I asked her to bring me. So I just put the first one in because these are my new candlesticks that my husband got me for Hanukkah, and I really didn't want them to get ruined with the wax melting on them at all. So pop these in and we're good to go. And actually my husband's side of the family is coming over for Shabbat dinner too, so I'm going to be setting the table. And I did most of the cooking, or not cooking, most of the prepping. So here I've got 2 casserole dishes of just chicken. I'll show you like the recipe and how I did that. And then I got these 2 salads from Trader Joe's. And then over here I've got meatballs. So we're having turkey meatballs and chicken. I'm also going to be making a quinoa dish. So I just got some So I just got a bag of quinoa, and then I'm just gonna like flavor it up. And that's it. My mother-in-law is bringing vegetables. Dessert's gonna be pretty low-key. And yeah, Shabbos, Shabbos. All right, guys, this is my mom. She's here for the week. We're having Shabbat tonight. I showed you guys the prep, and I just did a little Q&A on my Instagram, and I wanted to do a little Q&A here too. So we're gonna answer different questions, and they were all submitted on Instagram, I think. So you should be following me there so you don't miss out. Okay, Mom, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first question was, does your mom speak any South African languages or any other languages?
Yeah, that's true. I could speak Afrikaans before I could speak English, and that is almost my other language.
And Yiddish?
Yiddish I kind of understand.
Let's say, can you say like, good morning, how are you? Let's hear it in Afrikaans and then Yiddish.
Well, goeiemorgen, hoe gaan dit? That's in Afrikaans, that's easy. In Yiddish, I don't know, I say, guten Morgen, was machst?
And you know Hebrew.
Hebrew I can kind of, Boker Tov.
And you know Spanish.
Spanish, oh yes, Spanish, I don't know, buenos dias, ¿cómo está? Okay.
There you go. Okay, differences you see between parenting in 2023 versus when your kids were little.
Okay. The big difference is the internet. Before we used to go and look up Dr. Spark, Dr. Brazelton in the books. We used to consult the books all the time. But now all they do is consult the internet, and you can't give them any advice because everything is on the internet. They don't need the advice of old people.
Okay, what was Marion's most challenging phase for you? Of course, we know she was perfect.
My most challenging was when she used to come home from school in the afternoon and switch on Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres and watch TV. That would drive me crazy.
Do you still wish you lived in South Africa full time?
Well, South Africa knows it's an idealized version because I live so far away, and so not the reality. But no, otherwise I would be far away from my children, so I'm happy to be here in the US.
How does Marion's level of observance compare to how you raised your family?
I think Marion has a whole lot more knowledge of various holidays, and I think it's kind of about the same. We probably were a bit more traditional. Okay.
And more kosher.
And more kosher. But she observes things like Havdalah and things that we never even heard of hardly.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point, because it's like the way I was raised growing up, like you said, was very traditional. There were certain things we always did, like, but not without questioning. Like, that was just how it was. Right. You couldn't possibly even consider, you know, and like especially things like with kashrut. Okay, sorry, I had a little camera card incident. Yeah, so what I was saying was like, we observed a lot of traditions and you wouldn't like question them. And there were certain things we didn't do, like for example, Havdalah. I mean, if we went to synagogue and they were doing it for an event, but we didn't do it in our house. Right. And there were just certain things like you did do or you didn't do. Whereas I feel now I'm like for example, for Zachary, I really want to have an upsherin for him when he turns 3, even though he's not going to have payas. So it's just like more of like, well, I want to do this and that. Whereas, like, you wouldn't do an upsherin for
No, we would never dream of it. We probably never knew what it was. I think maybe the level was more or less what we had done in South Africa, plus a little more. That I think was our basis.
Okay, I'll do one last question, which is, how do you feel about Marion having a YouTube channel?
I'm thrilled. She's living her dream. That's what she always wanted, to have her own business and do what she wanted. And I say, Marion, go for it. You should only be happy.
That's true. My mom watches all my videos. She always asks me, like, when's it coming out? When's the next one? And she watches all of them. So you're probably one of the first people to watch. And yeah.
She criticizes me, you forgot.
But yeah, she also gives all the commentary. It's just like, you're baking a challah again. You've showed that 10 times already.
Marion didn't tell you. I criticized most of them. And then she comes up. I say, Marion, we've already seen that 20 times. Do we have to see that again? Or you said this was wrong. Or your grandma on this was wrong.
Right, a harsh critic, but an interested critic. So that's all. Thank you so much to my mom for joining us on today's video. And you'll see the Shabbat prep we're going to do. And that's all. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And now it's time to prepare my home for Shabbos, starting with my table. I always start with the table because then at least everything looks ready, even if the food isn't. And we had a little situation here. I was out of dishwashing pods and the dishwasher was absolutely full. So I went with paper. I know, crazy times. I never really do that on Shabbat, but so it happens. And then I'm just using my gold flatware that I got at Target. So pretty. The tablecloth I think is also from Target. I'll link anything I can. Then food wise, I made my favorite salad dressing chicken. It's just chicken and salad dressing. Couldn't be easier. Put some spices on for added effect, but really it's just my simple recipe. And I just bake it in the oven at 375 until it's golden brown. It's delicious every time. Can't mess it up. And then to go with the chicken, I made quinoa. We have some gluten-free folks in my family, so that was the side dish I did. I literally just put it in the pot and put some soup mix in for flavoring. That's the quinoa I got from Trader Joe's again, the white quinoa, gluten-free. It's really easy to make also, and it's never like sticky or, you know, the consistency is always good. Then I made turkey meatballs the night before, so those were ready to go. So we had turkey and chicken to elevate the meal a little bit. So those were just in the refrigerator, and I just heated them up in the oven. And look at this vegetable platter that my mother-in-law brought over. She makes everything look so beautiful. It's just simple roasted vegetables, but it just looked so nice. And then there were some desserts for the kids that she brought over as well, and some fruit, and that's it. Shabbat Shalom!